Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amanda. I have a physical disability and I'm a childhood brain tumor and stroke survivor. Today's video is going to be about how I manage school with my disability. I am currently a grade 12 plus student, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I just recently got accepted to college. That leads me into talking about accessibility. I chose a college that was all in one building, but it's multi-floors. And it has an elevator, so I don't need to walk around campus all the time, which is super awesome because I can't do that, and I was dreading thinking about how I was gonna get around campus, but now I don't have to do that because it's all in one building. Right now, I want to focus on things I've learned in terms of getting around, things I've learned from kindergarten up until now. So let's start at the beginning. In junior kindergarten, I attended a school. It was actually in the rehab hospital I was staying at. So that was fine, and that gave me a lot of confidence to be independent in regular school, which I transitioned. I was home and then I went to school with my brother where we live. That was for senior kindergarten. That was all fun and games and stuff, but where I really had trouble there, I remember I had a full-time EA. At that point, I didn't have much muscle, and my walking was still really tiring and hard. And I remember nap time, just getting from my walker, standing up, down on the ground. That was really hard for me. Yeah, so that's the only thing I remember about senior kindergarten. When I was older in grade 1 and 2, it was really hard for me to participate in gym class because we would play physical games and my physicality just wasn't at that stage yet. I was still kind of recovering in a way. Also, in the younger grades, I had a lot of trouble reading, writing, doing math. Yeah, writing I'm not the best at. It's very effortful and takes a lot of time for me even to this day. So I tend to use a computer. I use a special laptop at my school to do all of my work. Up to this point in my life, when my teachers ask me to take notes, I'll just explain to them that I have a physical disability and I can't take notes. So I will either get notes from a classmate and photocopy them, or someone will write them for me, or I'll take usually teachers put stuff up on the blackboard, so I'll take pictures of that, or I'll record my teachers speaking. Yeah, so those are some methods I've found helpful. Another thing I found challenging in elementary school was recess. My teachers always pushed me to go outside for recess, and at that point, I wasn't the best at communicating my needs, so I couldn't tell them it was hard because of my physical disability and I needed to stay in. They didn't understand that, so they made me go out. It was okay because I had a walker. I mean, I still would have preferred to stay in, but I had a walker, so it was okay. But my elementary school had pavement and then grass with a hill on it. So I, of course, wanted to play with my friends, and they would sometimes go on the grass, and I would have to say, "Hey guys, I can't bring my walker on the grass, I have to stay on the pavement." So that was just a little frustrating that I my teachers didn't really know how to handle that situation. So that was kind of frustrating. And then at one point in grade 6 and 7, I got really close with this group of girls, and they actually understood my needs, so we would all stay in together at recess time and play games and stuff like that, and that was fun. For my graduation, I had a short dress and black heels. So before my graduation day came, me and my principal sat down and talked, and he gave me he paired me and a classmate up together to walk across the stage together, and then there were some stage hands to help me walk down the stage. So I was able to walk across the stage independently for the most part. So that was really nice. So then I got to high school. My transition from elementary school to high school went all smoothly. Um, I had an EA with me. At this point, I'm mostly independent, walking without any walking aids or anything. So at this point, I'm mostly independent. So um, I had an EA with me everywhere I went, though, in every class, to take notes for me and help me writing and help me with my work. Because at that point, I still needed one-on-one help because I didn't understand everything. I was very overwhelmed by the high school setting. In grade 10, I got my first laptop provided by the school to type on. So that eliminated the EA problem because I was typing and doing my work independently. My EA was still there in the classes with me to just make sure everything was running smoothly. And then in the summer after grade 10, I transitioned to another high school. And at that high school, I was fully independent. in all of my classes, which is great. I had a special education teacher who took care of my learning accommodations and everything, like getting me notes, and she was amazing. And of course, I had all the EAs knew me. Um, so I had access to EA support if I needed it. And then, so in grade 11 and 12, I realized it was really hard for me to walk across the entire school all by myself. My school is 2 floors. It was hard for me to walk across the entire school carrying my backpack all by myself. So that's when I realized I needed an EA to help me from class to class, and they were really good about that. They helped me down the elevator and carried my bag for me, and that was great. When I was in grade 9, I had a first semester, so that's September to February. I had my history class in a portable, and that was not really fun because I had to deal with winter and snow and ice getting out to the portable and back. And that made it really difficult for me to go to the washroom inside the school in the middle of class because I couldn't like call my EA or anything to come and help me out of the portable into the school and back again. So that was really difficult. And then at in grade 11, I had math in another portable, which again, same issue. But because I was at a different school for grade 11, my EA was very helpful. He came and checked on me like halfway through the period to see if I needed anything, to see if I needed to go to the washroom. So he would help me from my bus in the mornings. My math class in the portable was first period, so he helped me from my bus in the morning to my portable. And then he came back halfway through, and then he came back at the end of the period to transition me to my next class, which was super helpful for me. And if you've been following my journey, you know that I recently moved this past summer. So that means I'm going to a new school, and this school is very small, which makes it easier for me to get around. And all the people are so nice and welcoming there, as with my other schools. Yeah, it just feels like a community there, and it's super easy for me to get around. The school I'm at right now has more experience dealing with kids with learning disabilities, which, by the way, if you didn't know, I have a learning disability. So there's a thing called an individual education program that every school across the nation has to set up if a person has a learning disability. So they're really well versed in accommodating students with individual education programs. So I like that part about my new school, and the fact that it's really easy to get around there. Okay, I think I've covered all the topics with regards to schooling with a disability and how I manage that and how I get around. So thank you for watching that video. I know it was a little lengthy, but there was certainly some good information. So I appreciate you watching that. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.